Wow, here we are. Love Them Knives channel. Yep, into another high dollar custom knife. I'm sorry, I just, I've gone highbrow now. Okay, never mind. Busted down in rank. But not in fun. This is the TwoSun TS 17. And you can get these on eBay. And they don't let you buy it on a buy it now. You have to bid. And good luck, grace of God be with you with that, because I'll tell you what, whew, I mean, sometimes they'll kick out there for $100 or more, and sometimes you can get them for 50. And you just got to maybe stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning. This guy lists them on China time, so good luck with all that. It's amazing. Interesting blade design. Look at that. See the grind here? Actually, feels pretty sharp. And you got this little fuller running down here. And you know what? If got my Best of China Knives guy usually watches my vids, especially these kinds, and maybe he has a link to the DHgate or AliExpress site for these, because I went looking and I didn't see where you could buy these for a fixed price over there, but I could be wrong and it could have changed. So yes, if you have a link, post it in the comment section. I don't care. D2 blade, titanium frame lock flipper. And you know what? There you go, flipper what? Hello, where's the flipper tab? Where's the rest of it? I'm sorry, it's just there used to almost kind of be a flipper tab. This is one thing you will really notice when you get this knife. This is not one that, okay. Now I'm going to make a fool of myself, which is like every time I do a video. You can do that, I guess. You can push button it, I guess. It's just like there's not much to get a hold of here. And almost the easiest for me is to lay my finger out, and you've got this cutaway here. I mean, part of the design, but I mean, and you can roll it back. You're almost rolling it back because you're catching some of that jimping on that. It just depends. I mean, actually, I guess. And here's the deal. This is one of these knives that I talked about before, where you can accidentally put pressure on the lock bar, and then that restricts the freedom by which that opens. So keep that in mind. This is kind of one of those that you can accidentally kind of, you start twist around, grip like this, and you need to kind of back it up like that. Now it flips really, really good. But if you get too full of tension and anxiety, like some of us do, then you're gonna, put pressure on here. It's gonna make it more difficult for the flipper. But just kind of get used to laying back and relaxing, kind of get back on this pocket clip, and it fires right out. These have got supposedly KVT bearings, and I believe they're ceramic. I mean, if you look on the eBay site, some guy said, someday you're going to get sophisticated enough you can actually show it to us on screen. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, when I get a couple of grand, well, I don't need a couple of grand to get a decent computer, but it's nothing that's in the cards for me. You can kind of see the other ones, and you can see, they still got time. They're all being bid on. So, and they got these spinners too, which I think is cool. This is not the shopping channel, sorry. In case you can look at for yourself. But here it gives you the specs, 201 millimeters closed. Overall length, 201, 112 closed. KVT ceramics, that's what they're saying. So, TC4 titanium, pocket clip, D2 blade. Free shipping to the U.S. Yeah, it'll take a couple weeks. 2 or 3. Something like that. Interesting blade grind. You know, this night morning design, that's what these things are. I mean, these odd ones that are from TwoSun are that way. Hold on, let me break this thing loose. Yeah, I mean, there's no magnetism here, so I guess they're right. It's titanium. I mean, the hardware is, you know, magnetic, but there's nothing there. And it's an open design, just one standoff there. So, interesting. And, you know, I got this from a guy in the U.S. He's got a contact in China or something. And so I think it was like a little over $50, something like that. You might be able to grab one on eBay for that. So 6 of one, half dozen the other, right? Interesting knife. I love the design. I think it's just, I like the designs. Okay, 3.7 millimeters, so they're right on that. And that is 0.145, so well over 1/8 of an inch blade stock. Not quite 4 millimeter, but doesn't need to be. It's not that big of a knife. And it's not that fat of a knife. About 4/10 of an inch. Yeah, not quite 10 millimeters fat. So you got that. How long a blade? You could have done the metric conversion on Google, but I'll do it for you. 3.5 inch. Not quite 8 inches. 7 to 7/8. So you got 20 centimeters. About 90 millimeters. 9 centimeter blade. Somewhere in there. I like the action on it. KVT bearings, whatever. All I got to say is it works. This looks proprietary, doesn't it? But it's not. I have an 8 millimeter Torx. Fits right in there. And you know what? I mean, I stuck it in there. It's like, turned it real easy. It's like they didn't Loctite the crap out of this or nothing. So it was kind of loose. Actually, you might want to check it if you get one. And then, you know, unscrew it, put a little lock, like blue or white or something Loctite in there and put it back down, because it was just kind of floating around when I got mine. I mean, there was no blade play or anything, but it was kind of eerie. So, yeah. Now, there's no blade play here, no lock rod. And the centering is pretty close. I mean, it's pretty good. They're never, I mean, pretty close to perfect a lot of the times. And that's a lot of blade in there. So it's really kind of hard to see from here how much light there is on both sides. But there's light on both sides, and that's about all there's room for, is a little bit of light on both sides. Nice knife. Come here. Wow, that's smooth. Ooh, that's sharp. Yes, it's very sharp. So not bad for factory edge. Got that dark kind of anno thing, and I guess you could probably do some things with that if you wanted to bring it on down to gold or, you know, some other color, Cerakote it. I mean, you know, it's a blank slate there. You could even, you know, Cerakote the hardware like bronze, or, I mean, you could do some different things to it if you wanted to. I've seen some people pimp these out. I know it seems a little crazy. It's like, damn, it's a $50 knife. Well, why are you wasting your time? But, you know, it's fun. And some guys kind of use it as a practice board for other knives that might be more expensive in the future. And they're all right. I've got one that is pimped, not one like this. The TS73, I'll do that here in a few days. I've had it for a while. And it is pimped. And it was weird. I got it that way. It was strange. And I'll give you the link of the guy who did it. But it was fascinating. In any case, so you got this titanium pocket clip that looks milled. You know, you got a lot of work going on here. whoever does this night morning design, and maybe somebody can chime in and throw a little bit more information out there. There's nothing I could find that really talks about, you know, what does that mean and who's behind that. But they're really doing some interesting stuff. They really are. You know, another night morning design, the TS-19. So it's a good size knife. This is 3.5. I think this is around 3.5 too. Yeah, I mean, they're very similar. This one's a lot fatter. This one's a lot thinner. You know, this is the Kaiser Sovereign. But yeah, interesting, huh? Want to flip them like that? Who will one get the advantage if you do that? So that kind of thing. Yeah, nice EDC size knife. Oh, well, maybe. I'll tell you how much it weighs. 4.1 ounces. Not real heavy. Fairly thin, but the blade stock's pretty heavy considering, you know, how thin the handle is. So, flips good. That flipper tab just kind of freaks me out. It's just so stealth. It's just hidden there, and it's not much to get a hold of. I don't know if in emergency you'd really, you know, you'd always be reaching for something with a little bit more of a flipper tab. But other than that, the fit and finish is good. Flips well. Great bearings. Good price. You know, $50. What do you get for $50? If you can snag one for 50, I mean, I don't know. Seems like a really good deal for D2 and titanium frame lock. TwoSun is just coming out with some great stuff, are they not? Woo! They're getting really creative and energetic doing these things. So as they come, it's interesting to watch them do that. The little hand spinners, they're doing everything. Doing some fixed blade. Might have to go down this road and explore a little bit more, depending on, you know, the accessibility and the price of these things. Because I saw, well, if you look, they have like 2 knives on there right now, and this is, we're talking late April. And they were like, if buy it now. I'm not sure that it was this knife. It was two different models they listed for buy it now, and that was it. And they wanted like 119 a piece for them. So you don't want to bid, you don't want to stay up, you don't want to put in your thing. Woo, $119 a shot. They are getting proud. Good knife though. Really fairly light, slender, easy pocket carry. And what do you think? You either hate this blade design or you find it intriguing. Looks a little bit like the Arabic, you know, kind of a little bit of the maybe Indian type blade design. Kind of a little bit that flavor. And a real kind of medieval design here. You know, you could see like Templars or something back in the, you know, about 1,000 years ago, this kind of a crude, you know, geometric design. Interesting. Fascinating, fun to mess with, affordable, and good fit and finish. And like I said, flips great. It's just, that flipper tab just kind of freaked me out a little bit when I got out of the box. And you know what? Let me tell you this one thing, and then I'll let you go. The first flip is the worst flip on these knives. It's been my experience. You get them out, and the first flip is the worst flip. But as you flip it, it gets better. And you know what I did? I finally, and they were okay. Okay, and then you know what I did? I just dropped a little light oil on the pivot, and then just, you know, worked it in without pulling it apart or anything. And wow. I mean, it's really smooth now. It's very nice. So some of these knives, see, I'm jumping over that tab. You got to focus on that. Yeah. But yeah, then it smooths right out. So that's all that took. Whether you want to use a little tough lube, which is kind of dries up, you know, it's a dry lube type thing, or, you know, a real little light ram oil or something, whatever. But it responded very well. Pretty knife. Thank you so much, my friends. You know what we do. We love them knives. Stay sharp.